those people went there, took what they took in Egypt, that knowledge, that understanding, that ODYSEE, that remember, before the Socrates and then the Plato and everything, all the culture in the world, the universal ODYSEE, understood, and that was the Egyptian teaching, that we are cosmic beings. We carry within ourselves opposite energies, and you can find it in any culture. In Asia, they call it the yin and the yang. In Africa is the oneness, or something like that. So, and those people, they now learn that which we understood, because we were so one with nature, respecting the universe, being cosmic beings. In order to know ourselves, we needed to understand the cosmos. And that's why our ancestors in Egypt spent hundreds, if not thousands of years studying the universe in order to understand it, and in order to also understand them, and were able now to develop all the technology that they developed. But then that knowledge was stolen from them, moved now to Greece and Europe, and transformed. It took its own development. The ODYSEE started changing. And I told you, before Plato, there was still Homer. Homer was still applying the Egyptian principles of universal being, cosmic being, that are connected with everything, where there is not a split between the subject and the object, where there was not a split between the cognition and the feelings and the emotion, where we needed both and just balance them, where even the very notion of balance was different. So that's why Homer is known for his poetry and everything, because he could show concretely how human beings around the world and the globe were connected emotionally, because we had one common ODYSEE, and that emotional connection was defined as a spiritual connection. That is the whole Egyptian thing. But then the West started changing that, knowing that thing, but wanting to take control of it, defining now a new way of being or thinking or doing things in a way that will give them more control over other people. And therefore decided saying, nope, there has to be some kind of dichotomy here, because we cannot all be equal or this or that in this whole thing. There has to be some people who master these things and therefore have dominion over the other who don't. But the Egyptian did not do that, because the Egyptian, you have the Egyptian priests who understood, mastered those things, but they did not use it to control the masses who didn't know. They used that knowledge to help and heal the masses who didn't know. So there is a very clear distinction there. They could have used it to dominate, but that was not in their ODYSEE. They knew that we were all one, and the knowledge that they had, the sole purpose of it was to help the masses. Whereas the European developed it differently. To say, now the knowledge that we have is to actually control the masses and dominate them and have power over them. That is where the switch happened. So that's how it's connected to Egypt. The fundamental, the basic knowledge is the same. The basic ODYSEE is the same. It's the development of it that started differentiating people.